Let's talk about Pollen for just a moment. This is a Reiner Knizia game. It's a very attractive game, a game for 2 to 4 players, and I quite like it. So let me show it to you. 2 to 4 players, each player will get a set of cards, right? You got these different colors here. These are quite attractive. The game comes with these wooden meeples or these wooden tokens, butterflies, bees, and scarabs. And I spent a little extra. It comes with this bag. It comes with the bag. But I spent a little extra to get this upgrade because you get this cardboard with the game. These are still available, by the way. This is an upgrade. So instead of using the cardboard, you use these, which are gorgeous. Okay? So, gee, Alex, how do you play this game? How do you win the game? Well, you win the game. Well, in the game, you're going to be collecting these, right? You're going to be collecting these. When the end game is triggered, as you can see right there, this is what's most likely going to happen. One player is going to be the leader in 2 or 3 types, because as you collect these, if you're the leader in 2 or 3 types, you win. And that's it, okay? Any players who do not lead any type cannot win and are eliminated. In the rare case that no players lead any meeple type, the player with the most total meeples wins. Skip the rest of the scoring rules. Okay? That's what's mostly going to happen. Or you can keep going. It's Reiner Knizia, right? If it's tied, then each remaining player sets aside all scoring meeples of the one type they are the leader in. They count their remaining scoring meeples, the player with the most wins, as you can see there. But most of the time, one player is going to be the leader in 2 or 3 types. So let me show you how, let's say, quickly, a 2-player game, right? So there's my opponent there and me. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to reach in the bag here. You're going to pull one of these out and put in the center of the board. That's a bee, okay? What's going to happen in this game is that you're fighting to get these, right? That's how you collect the wooden meeples. Here are the bees right here. So there's a bee right there. You look at your cards, and there are 4 bees there. And you're going to be placing these here. If you really want those bees, if you really want that bee, you're going to put a 4 there. But here's 2 butterflies, 3 butterflies, 2 bees. You know, you're going to have to manage your hand. Now, gee, Alex, what are these stars? Well, the stars are wild. Okay, 3 stars, 1 star, 2 stars. You're going to be playing these cards onto the board as these get placed out there. So you have to decide, right? You have to see. You can see what your opponent has collected. You know, you want to try to lead in 2 of the 3 categories there of butterflies, scarabs, and bees. So let's say in this case I put 2 bees, right? I put that there. My opponent will then play, let's say they'll play a wild here. They'll put a, so this is how this will start, right? Now, every time a half moon there is available, boom, another one comes out. All right? Now, which one is this? This is a scarab and a butterfly. So what happens here? I have 2 bees. I can't get anything there. While my opponent put a star. So now it's my turn. Now I can choose to go wherever. I see the bees. I'm winning in bees, right, over here, because I have 2 and they only have 1. But now we got the scarab and butterfly, so there's already 1 wild there. Let me throw 2 butterflies here. Now, see the half moon? As soon as that shows up, boom, another one comes out. This is a bee and a butterfly right there. Now my opponent, by the way, as soon as one of these is closed out, right? Let me move it over here. As soon as one of these is closed out, you see who the winner is, and then you'll see what happens. So here you got scarab and butterfly. I'm winning in butterflies, but if they put, let's say they decide to put another wild here, okay? Well, the wild works for both. So once you close it out, you score it. In this case, my opponent, because he has 3 wild, wins the butterfly and the scarab. Because I have bees here and I have butterflies here. But the wild works for both. So my opponent would grab 1 butterfly token, and my opponent would grab 1 scarab, and that would go there. This then gets turned upside down, and we keep going. Now you see, a half moon has been created here and here. So as soon as that happens, you start popping more of these out. Here's a scarab and a bee. And here's a scarab. So the board's going to be built this way. Now let's say it's my turn. Look, this opponent has 3 wilds over here. But again, you have to manage this, right? Because you don't have that many wilds. You have only a certain amount of wilds in your deck, in your hand. So I see my opponent already has a bee and what do they have? They have a butterfly and a scarab. I see they have that there. So, I'm competing. Here, I have the butterfly and bee. So right now, I'm winning right here. So I'm going to wait and see what my opponent's going to do. This is interesting. Every time you have, a double tile, you want to try to beat it. So there's 3. Let's say I'm going to go crazy, okay? I'm going to go crazy. By the way, if I put 3, if we tie, then nobody wins. It's brutal, right? So if we tie, I have 3 wilds and they have 3 wilds, and let's say somebody puts, I don't know, scarab, not scarab, but a butterfly here, which doesn't affect that tile. Nobody wins, which is terrible. But let's say I'm just going to go crazy. Where's my, I don't have it. Did I use it? Oh, a 3 wild is the biggest. I thought we had a 4 wild. Let's say I'm going to put the 3 wild over here. Right now we're tied, right? My opponent can decide to, by the way, here's another half moon. Boom. You put another one down. Let's say my opponent here decides to, if they put 1 wild there, they're going to win both of those, right? So let's say it's early in the game. They decide to do that. Now they have 4 wilds against my 3. They win the bee and another scarab. So they'll be placing those in front of them. This gets turned over. Oh, and you see here, there's another half moon there. So you put a token there. There's another one here. You put a token there. And again, the board's going to be built this way. You're going to be vying for these, for the scarab, for the bee, or for the butterfly. And you really have to manage this. If you start using your wilds too early, later on, when you really need something, you may not be able to get it. But, there's a nice balance of cards here. For instance, here's a scarab here and a scarab here, right? My opponent has the wilds there. So maybe I'm going to put like a 3 scarab there. Here's 3. If I put it here, well, I have 3 wilds over there, right? But here I'm winning the scarab because I got 1 more. Butterflies here don't count because it's only a scarab. That's how you're going to play. Right, you're going to keep building. So it's a really cool game. These meeples are, good quality wood. You're just going to be building the board. You need a little bit of space, right? Because the board will be coming out. These upgrades are definitely worth it, in my opinion. You know, better than the cardboard. Though you can play with the cardboard, no problem. You know, because if you played with the cardboard, you know, that might be there, and you just flip it over. That's it. The cardboard works just fine, but these upgrades are nice, right? I mean, you can't argue with that. That's really nice. So there you have it, Pollen. It's a Reiner Knizia game. It's a beautiful game. It's a fun game. It's puzzly and it's competitive. Okay. I love it. Go get one.